Alright guys, it's been a while since we had a V8 gasoline cold start on the channel. Definitely my first Hemi that I've ever cold started on the channel, or just ever. So anyway, welcome back. Today we have a pretty cool video, and I'll tell you why. On top of just getting new tires. Getting new tires is always fun. Like, it's always fun. Can't wait to try them out, you know, that sort of thing. But there's another reason why. So yeah, we are putting General Grabber ATX tires on this truck, taking off the stock tires. The truck only has like 800 kilometers on it. My father, you know, wants a more aggressive tire, better in the snow. Just one set of tires that, you know, is good for everything. So the General Grabber ATX, they are mountain peak and snowflake rated. So they are perfect, and the reviews are really good. They're really good. And this is actually one of the leaders for the tires that's going to be on the 350. I started doing the votes last night, and it looks like that might be the one. But anyway, so let's get into this. So right now, the stock tires are on this. They are Wrangler, Goodyear Wrangler SRAs, and they're not a bad tire actually. They are mud and snow. They do have lots of sipes. They're probably a pretty decent tire in the snow. But, you know, we got a camp back in the middle of the woods. You want a good aggressive tire on there, and a tire that is a bit better in the snow. They look nice, but the more aggressive tires will look really good on this truck. So, we're gonna go get these tires put on. I'll show you, you know, what they look like. I'll give you my initial driving, you know, experience. On the way there, I'll talk about these tires a bit as it is. I love how this truck drives. So if that dynamic changes, then that's not good, because right now I absolutely love how this truck drives, as you could see in the video that I posted the other day. But anyway, we're gonna jump in this bad boy, hit the road, go grab a Timmy's, and you know that, and we'll get this done. All right, we are cruising on the highway on our way to get these tires swapped out. So yeah, sun does not cooperate with me a lot of the time, so apologize for that. So this truck, as I mentioned in the videos, a couple of videos that I posted the other day, drives awesome. Like, I love how this truck handles. I love the suspension. I absolutely love the steering. This is probably the favorite truck I've driven as far as steering goes. I like the steering in my Super Duties, but I did find the steering in that F-150 to oversteer and to be a bit loose. It's just too assisted. You know, this is hydraulic versus electric. So I get it. I just like the feel of this better. I love how it tracks down the road. You can see right now I got my hands off the steering wheel, and we are driving perfectly straight down the road. Like, no shimmy, no shake at all. We are at about 74 miles per hour, and the truck just drives beautiful. Like, there is no shake in that wheel whatsoever. It's great. So I'm really hoping that these tires do not affect that. I'm actually going to reset my fuel mileage right now, so we can see if you know, it does affect the mileage a bit. He's been getting, you know, between 18 and 20 mpg on a regular basis with this truck. I say on a regular basis, there's only 800 kilometers on this truck right now, so very new. But yes, I'm really hoping that the tires, yeah, you know what, they are gonna be probably a little bit louder. They will, you know, wander slightly more than what these tires will. That's what I'm assuming. You know, anytime you get sort of an aggressive all-terrain tire, you do run into the chance of the truck sort of wandering around the road a little bit if it gets caught in ruts and things like that. But these aren't like an aggressive mud tire, so it shouldn't be too bad. The other thing that I want to check before I give the truck back to my father is the speedometer. If the speedometer is on par, because the tires that I'm getting, these are basically a 33-inch tire on this truck right now, and the ones that I'm getting put on are 34. So they're going to be a little bit higher, which will affect the speedometer slightly, you would think. So right now we have the cruise set at 118 kilometers per hour, which you can see right there. And here's what we're driving at right now. So it's bang on, the speedometer is bang on with what my GPS is on my app. So we will see if the new tires changes that. So the exciting part that I wanted to mention is that my father has no idea that this is happening. He wants new tires. I showed him these tires and he really likes them and he wants to try them. He'd love to have them put on, but you know, he just spent the money on this truck, doesn't have, you know, a lot of extra money kicking around right now to throw at this thing. So, you know, I'm gonna surprise him with it. We're gonna end up selling these tires and putting the money back into that, so it's not gonna end up costing a whole hell of a lot, but at least he'll have the tires that he wants right off the get-go. Winter's coming, you know, we could get snow anytime, to be honest. So, you know, be nice too that I know he's in a truck with a great set of tires and he's set and ready to go. We also have a lot of other things coming for this truck. We got running boards, we got mud flaps, we got the tailgate assist, we've got floor liners. We got a lot of things coming for this truck, which are going to be put on hopefully before he gets back. He is up in New Brunswick working right now, so hopefully when he gets back, the truck will be all decked out for him, ready to go. He'll pick it up and away he goes. Happy camper, hopefully. So anyway, we are getting close to our exit. As I mentioned, these are probably the tires that are going to be going on the 350. There is a couple other tires that's in the running. We got the Falcons, we got the Coopers, we've got the Nittos, and we've got these tires, the General Grabber ATX. So let's see. Let's go get these bad boys put on. Check it out. These things look great. These things look great. Beautiful, beautiful sidewall. I love the sidewall on these things. I did go with the neck size up, like I said, so it gives them a nice, beefy, strong sidewall. A bit more rubber. The lugs are nice and deep. Beauty, beauty, beauty. If it was up to me, I would have gone with a little bit wider tire. These are like a 10.8 inch tire. I would have gone with a 12 and a half is what I would have gone with. But they already do stick out a little bit. We do have mud flaps coming. He didn't really want the tire any wider. He was talking about getting a set, of course. He didn't want the tire any wider because he didn't want to throw a bunch of rocks up over the side of his truck and stuff. But man, do they ever look better. Sets the look of the truck off big time. I've only driven them a couple kilometers, have not had it on the highway yet, but they look deadly. You can see it just sticks out just a little bit. The fender flare will take care, not the fender flare, but the mud flap will take care of that. Yeah, these look nice, guys. What a nice transformation. Instantly sets the truck off, like instantly. Now when he gets the running boards on and the mud flaps and everything else, it's gonna look great. He's gonna be so happy with these. So hopefully they drive good, because if these things drive good, this is probably what's gonna be going on the 350 next. And of course, guys, these are the General Grabber ATX. And they are 3P graded, which you can see down there. I'll see if I can find one that's upright. Of course, that one's at the bottom. Come around to the side here. La 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 la. Yeah, here we go. So 3P mountain snow rated, right there. Load range E. So my father-in-law, I actually sent him a price on these and sent him a video on these, and he's looking at getting a set of these now. So let's go get these things on the highway. Man, I love the look of this truck. Like, it's a damn nice looking truck. Makes me want one. Shit. All right, anyway, we will get these things out on the road. We'll see what the speedometer changed, if it did. See how the truck drives. So far, so good. Loving it. All right, guys, so we're just getting close to jumping on the highway here, but I've been sort of jumping in around town, running some errands and whatnot, and I can tell you that I really don't feel a difference in the handling at all. The truck still feels extremely nimble. Look at this. Holy man, oh man, this guy has just been pulling maneuvers like everywhere in front of everybody. But it's what you gotta do when you're a delivery driver and you're driving something like that. I know firsthand. Getting back to what I was saying, I do not tell a difference. I cannot tell a difference in this truck at all. Just, you know, jumping around town compared to the stock tires. It feels just as mobile and nimble and, you know, sort of athletic, I always use that word, as what it was before. So we're just gonna get on the highway. I will use the app and check my speedometer to see if the speedometer is off, and see how she does. Guys, we are on the highway. I just reset my trip. I have it set at 118 kilometers an hour, just like before. Let's see what the app says. So the app is saying 121, 122, you know, somewhere between 120 and 122. So it has thrown the speedometer off by about 4 kilometers per hour. So I'm gonna slow this down to 114 according to the truck. So we're now at 114 on the truck. We're at 117, 116, 117 on the app. So we are off by about 4 kilometers per hour, 3 to 4 kilometers per hour now. Quiet, yes, very, very quiet. I'll silence this fan down. I'll just let you listen to it for a second. It did just downshift, so you can hear the exhaust a little bit, but we're definitely driving into a headwind, that is for sure. This truck does have the 321 rear end, so I wouldn't go with much bigger tire than what I put on this. So we put on a 275 65/20. We took off a 275 60/20. So before it was a 33-inch tire, and now it is basically a 34-inch tire. So here we are, 117, 116, 116, 117, 114 according to the truck. So that is gonna throw off our mileage calculator. So in order to really get a good accurate test now, you would have to do a pump-to-pump calculation. But just like before, you could just see there I took my hands off the steering wheel, and the truck drives perfectly straight down the road. It is not wandering around the road at all. These tires feel very good. There is a small amount of sort of wander, I guess, compared to the stock tires, because anytime you go with like a big aggressive lug like is on these, you're gonna get a little bit of that. So you can tell a little bit of difference, but it still feels really, really, really good. So it still drives perfectly straight down the road. It is quite windy. I am getting blown around here a little bit, but I mean, look, the thing, no shake in the wheel whatsoever. I'm impressed with these tires. I can pretty much guarantee you right now that this is what's going to be going on my 350. And they look fantastic. They look fantastic. I'm actually stopping in to show my father-in-law these tires right now, because he's looking at tires to put on his truck before winter, his F-150. So I'm gonna show him these and see if he likes them. But anyway, guys, my initial driving response and my initial driving review of these tires is really good. Here's the mileage so far. So right now it's reading 13. We've been going up and down some hills here. We're definitely driving into a wind. So I don't really think that it's going to affect the mileage much at all. It will affect the mileage a little bit, there's no doubt about it, because it is a higher tire, and it's more aggressive. So you are gonna lose a small amount of mileage, but you know, you're gaining performance as far as all weather situations, and you're higher off the ground, gives you more ground clearance. But yeah, I'm impressed. I am very impressed. All right, guys, so here we are back home after the first initial little drive with the truck and the General Grabber ATX. Super impressed. Highway was great. Mileage doesn't really seem to be affected, but again, had to do the pump-to-pump calculation. But yeah, I'm pretty sure my father-in-law is now gonna buy a set after seeing them and me telling him about them. You know, I would be honest with him, of course. If I didn't think they were a good tire, I wouldn't recommend them. but I am, and they look great on this thing. My father, I think, is going to be very, very, very happy with these tires. So time will tell how they do in snow and how they hold up as far as how much mileage and stuff we get, but for now, super happy, super impressed. Looks great. So anyway, guys, that's it. My initial review of the ATX, the first drive. Thumbs up so far. So stay tuned to how they hold up, and hey, you might be seeing a set on my 350 coming here soon. But for now, guys, that's it. Take care, stay safe. We'll see you next time. Bye.